Willie D. Live.
That's why, man, like, as a community, man, we gotta get help, man. We gotta educate them, man. It's okay to raise your hand and say, "I need some help," man.
Did he ever see you going through something and witness how you dealt with it in a healthy way?
If I answer that truthfully, no, because the way I dealt with it wasn't healthy. I stayed. It's not healthy, but it's like when you, as men, you have a tendency to put so many people in front of you. And what happens is when you do that, man, it becomes life, you know? It becomes your norm. And that was my norm, like, okay, this ain't the situation for me, but what I'm gonna do about it? I ignored it as a man, just being honest with you.
Well, one might say that if you're having multiple babies with multiple women,
Mm.
that ain't really necessarily putting people before you. That's putting yourself. Most people would think that that's selfish.
No, I'm speaking in terms of like when it comes to you and what you want. At the end of the day, a man can go out here and do whatever he chooses and whatever he can afford. That's his choice. But in the process, you can't mislead people on. You understand? Just be honest, just be transparent. Everybody not built for relationships. You follow me? And if you young, man, you got some money, you having your way, you traveling the world. It's kind of hard to be focused on one person, man. I mean, you an entertainer, you know how it goes, you know what I'm saying? So when I say like, I don't mean like in a way where you're selfish for yourself. I mean, it's just like to a certain degree, you be selfish when it comes to what you really want, or how you really want to leave, or how you're gonna be perceived. You follow me? Like you'll be perceived, oh, he left her for her. But at the end of the day, you gotta do what's make sense for you. And a lot of times we as men don't do that because we're focused on what somebody gonna say, how they gonna feel. And at the end of the day, man, you don't get but one shot at this. And I'm not saying going out here and being with multiple women is a beautiful thing to do. But I'm saying, don't mislead nobody in the process of you trying to figure out what you want to do, man.
Mm.
I've seen my son happy, man. I've seen him happy as a 90-degree day out here in Vegas. Then I've seen him sad as a 50 or 40-degree day in Atlanta, man. You feel me? I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, um, had him in counseling. He just wouldn't continue. Start, stop, sent to somebody that was a total stranger to him, hoping he could confide in them and, get better. But there was no consistency there.
How much of his unhappiness affected your business? Because you said y'all were business partners.
Oh.
So I'm imagining that if he's unhappy, he can't be making the best decisions, and I'm sure that has to spill over into your business relationship.
Yeah, it was more so not so much as making the decisions because he entrusted me to make the decisions, but it was more so the participation that was needed from him, man. You
Okay.
follow me? That affected certain business ventures, whether it was music, whether it was real estate, whatever we were dabbing into. You know what I'm saying? There were times where, like, if he was in a good space, it was no problem. But then when he was in them dark spaces, it put more on me behind the scenes to still keep it going. Like I said, man, like I'm not here to deny anything. My son was depressed, man. My son was dealing with mental illness, man. You know what I'm saying? And thought devices were the answer, man. You follow me?